Hey, Empress Vibrant here. Hope everybody is bliss. So I was called to do a weekend timeless reading. I say weekend, but you know these messages are timeless. So weekend timeless reading, and also a second segment that is for the new moon in Libra reflections, the things that have come up for people. Get some advice from divine how best to navigate some of these reviewing, you know, the things that we've decided what we're going to be, um, how we're going to maneuver, the things that we're going to do slightly differently, you know, the things that we've not been focusing on that we're going to actually put our best foot forward to, you know. So that's what this reading is about. I'm Empress Vibrant. Hope everybody is bliss. I'm feeling rather good today. It's been a very positive day. And yeah, it's one of them evening times or say nighttime readings. Little man sleeping, so it's just like, yeah, you know, cool to do a reading. I like when the pull is there, you know, because, you know, those who know me, my passion is the personal readings. And for your personal readings, links in the bio and in the description box below. That's the thing that I like the most is the personals. It's near and dear to my heart, you know. But the generals and all of that, oh yeah, you know, definitely. But they're more of a pulling to do, whereas the other personals are, yeah. Anyway, I say all of that to say, check out the links in the description and in the bio to book your personal readings with me, and also book your Reiki healing sessions. You know, let's de-fuzz and de-stress out and shake it all out kind of vibe. So the healing hand there. So look forward to connecting with you. Also, check out the Patreon. We need to be joining on. We're going to be starting a new book soon. We have just finished Pussy Players by Black Girl Bliss, which has been absolutely amazing. We're doing some more activations around it. It's just been so lit. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm just welcoming some more sisters into that particular fold. Brothers, they're there for the readings, the Reiki healing. We're going to be doing some group link ups, some hangouts. I've got Discord on the Patreon, so we can chop it up. We can get all into it and that, do healing stuff, fun stuff. So yeah, get into it. Links in the bio, links in the description box to join the Patreon. That way you'll be up to the time with what's going on. With the new moon and full moon meditations that I do with Daryl Whitaker. We do those every 2 weeks. And then every Sunday at 11 a.m. live on Patreon, we do our astrology and weekly forecast, which is amazing. Just sets you up for the week, gets you kind of like, all right, cool, let's do this, you know. So jump in, get on board, check out our Patreons and see what's cracking, you know, what tiers are for you, because there's tiers for everyone, you know, those who just want to dip their feet in, those that want to proper step into this healing and this spiritual growth journey. And then obviously there is like the VIP and the more programs, you know, and that's, you know, one-on-ones. And those are very limited spaces because obviously you want to put your time and effort into whoever it is that you are working with. So yeah, I say all of that to say check out what's going on. Yeah, link tree there, all of what I'm offering. Check out the Candly. I just look forward to connecting with you. I've got such a nice high vibe, and I love when I've just been pulled to just be like, yeah, do a video, talk to the people then. So I can talk to Ono, you know what I mean? Listen to you guys, man. Like, I pray you're well, and you know, even if things are difficult and there's things that just like still irking you, just know that it's temporary. This is a time for great review. You can start moving things around. You know, we are coming to the end of the Mercury retrograde, so time, things are going to be freeing up. Things are going to speed up. you know, where there's been delays and maybe some technical issues and, you know, a lot of emotions, a lot of things coming to the surface. This is a beautiful time with this, you know, when we just came in with this new moon in Libra. It's a really beautiful time to just get through things, you know, and decide what's what, put things in its place, you know, and everything doesn't have to be done in one day. You just do the small things, you know, take one thing and do it to its entirety, and then add and add and add, you know, you do it like that. So it doesn't have to feel like such a pressure, because it can feel so pressureful when you are doing this journey. Sometimes it can be like, well, what more? We're like, I don't know what really more we're supposed to go through around it. Like, cut me a break, you know? And then, you know, we've got the things, like I said, that's coming up, you know, and these are things that are deep seated, you know, the hidden things, you know, the things that we've kept secret, the things that eat away at us. And it's an opportunity for us to kind of look at those things square in the face, you know, put things in its place and say, all right, well, I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to look back at the talk therapy, the art therapy, you know what I mean? I'm going to be dealing with this particular part of things. I'm going to talk to a professional about this. You know, this is the work that I'm going to do with my sisters. This is the work I'm going to do with my brothers. This is the kind of work I'm going to do within my family, the structure of my home. These are the things I want to implement, the things I want to shift slightly. You know, it's all a perception game, you know, and that's really the key. It's all a perception thing, you know. So yeah, I just went off into but if we just let the spirit ride, you know. So yeah, those who are on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. The Insta family, subscribe to the YouTube channel, build up the fam, check out the Patreon. There's something for everyone. You'll definitely be able to eat well over there, vibration and energy wise. A lot of love and a lot of knowledge shared, and beautiful energy with the people I've got over there already. So big up the Patreons. You know who you are. Much love to you. So without any further ado, let's get into the reading. So as ever, with any reading, they are general. So it's not going to resonate with absolutely everybody, you know. However, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're not in the business of trying to make things fit around it. So yeah, let's get the overall vibration for this weekend. Let's see the things that are going on. What is the themes over this weekend? Overall vibration for collective. Okay. Oh, okay. Ew. So we've got number 43, man holding coin. I like that. So we're vibing on our coin right about now. We're vibing on our money. So this weekend we might be spending a little. You know, this is the equivalent of the King of Pentacles. So you've done already put in work in it. You've done things. You know, you've sacrificed a lot to get with it, to get to where you are now. Yes, you can still see that there's work to be done. However, it's about balancing that reward. You know, it's that luxury. I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to go here, see those people, spend some time doing this. I'm going to invest in that space, this currency. I'm going to invest in this property. I'm going to do my research on this. I want to, you know, spread the wealth. I want to do things. I want to create a space for doing. And I think this weekend it's going to be very much around this whole vibration of, I'm not going to hold on to money like some hermit crab. I'm not going to hold on. It's not going to be like a Four of Pentacles, like holding it on for dear life, like it's not going to come. It's a constant flow and inner standing that money loves me, and I love money and money loves me. So I ain't going to hold on, you know, because whatever it is that you hold on to too tight, it runs and scurries away from you. So it's that whole vibration where it's like, all right, This is what I'm going to play with. I've done this shift and that shift. I've put this money aside. I've made this from my business. You know, dipping into the space, that space where I put my money for the things that, should, in case something happens. It's been a Mercury retrograde, so in case something broke down, it could have been machine, it could be, washing machine, it could be fridge, it could be a bed pop down. You know what I'm saying? Like lots of things. Just simply could be replacing things. I'm shifting things in the house. I'm moving things around, and that no longer serves the purpose what it used to. Now it's a big, heavy eyesore. Now it creates a lot of heavy energy. It takes up too much room. So I'm going to shift that somewhere else. I'm going to gift it to somebody else. And I'm going to buy myself something fresh, something smaller, something more in keeping with where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, what's more in alignment? So maybe it's sustainable stuff. Maybe it's, things that are environmentally friendly. Some of you, that really, really matters. And those are the things you don't mind paying a little bit more for. Hence, this man holding coin. I like that. And similarly, another vibe I'm getting as well. For some of you, this is the divine masculine on a tip, like, yeah, I'm looking to splurge this weekend. I don't mind going out for a drink. I don't mind taking this person out. It could be either way. Gender roles and all of that. But I definitely feel like, for definitely some of the sisters, it's like they might be spoiled over this weekend. You might be gifted something. There might be conversations about investing in one another, investing in things that you share, mutual assets, showing a deeper connection, showing, a level of commitment. Or it could just be some fun and you just want to go full enjoy yourself and just do the thing. I like it. There are certain anxieties though around some stuff. I want to dig more into that. It feels as though for some of you it's kind of like trusting whether or not this flashy, I'm going to say flashy, this person, I think for some of the sistrins or some of the, for some of the divine feminines, it's a thing where this particular man holding coin of this King of Pentacles, he's a little bit showboaty, and I think it may put you off thinking maybe this is how he rules people in, or similarly, if he's not a showboat kind of person, there is a group of you who are on some, let's see how long it lasts. Don't really want to get too excited, don't really want to let my guard down too much because I don't want to drop to the ground with a great big thud as it has happened in the past. And this is a part of the review. This is a part of doing things differently. But this is not about totally stopping your expression or doing things to elevate yourself. It's not a ride too cautious, if that makes sense. There's got to still be an element of spontaneity to life. It doesn't have to be all structured and humdrum and in this sort of plan that you see things, because the Most High's plan is more better than Thu's plan. You know what I mean? And his plan is not so much of this limitation thing. That's a condition of our own mind that we've got to kind of make peace with. So there's that. And it makes sense that I felt that. And then obviously the next card we've got is number 14, which is caring connections. So as I was saying, relationships, people are about it. It's about coming together, talking to one another, getting more deeper. This weekend sees you connecting with your significant other. And those who are single, it's about connecting with yourself. And as well as connecting with yourself, it's connecting with your family, connecting with your friends. It says caring connections. And these are people who you care about, who you love. This is innate. This could even be your colleagues. You know what I mean? That relationship where, you know, you've got a love for this person. Like even big up one of my sisters. It's her fellow Libra as well. Yeah, it's our birthday today. Big up, Levine. So yeah, it's that kind of vibe, you know, like I've got a mad love for her, you know, but I've definitely got a caring connection. It's her strong and thing, so I'm hoping that she's full joy in herself and there is somebody splurging, someone spending coins on you, you know, and if it's not somebody spending coins on you, that you're spending coins on yourself. You know, because you deserve it, and you need to full joy yourself around your caring connections, around your family, around your friends, all of your loved ones, and allow people to dote on you. And that's the vibration across the board. Okay, so I want to, before I go into that, I was called to pull this. I need to find out, is this a pull in a separate pull, or is this in the clarification of these cards? No, separate energies. So for some of you, this is a vibe around spending, being a little bit more luxurious, balancing, investing. This is review month and it's a review time rather. So, you know, how am I spending? What am I doing? Does it make sense? Am I making more than what's coming out? Am I balancing, you know what I mean? Balancing my books correctly. You know what I mean? Possibly splurging on significant other caring connections, so family, friends, significant other, you know, heart to heart communication, link ups. Could be the way she's holding these files, it could be dates, like I was saying, a date was this, or it could be attending a wedding. Sudden wealth, you know. So this is this vibe here, number 11, sudden wealth. So it looks like, like I said, you might be gifted someone something. This man holding prayer might just be on some, oh, I'm looking to bless you, it's your birthday, or, you know, it's your season, you know, you've been there for me, you know, I want to be there for you kind of situation. But you've got to be very, very careful because we just said about this sudden wealth, someone might gift you something and you might have a red eye person seeing how your caring connections is going on, seeing how your man them or your people them is splurging over you and you on some, I don't have that. Because then we've got number 24 that came out, which is the thief. So we've got to be very, very mindful, again, around people watching what it is that you have. You know, it's that green eye of, you know, that green-eyed monster business. You know what I'm saying? Pure and simple, isn't it? Yeah, be very, very careful because people want what you have, you know. And it's crazy because some of the time you don't even see what you have because sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes the crane ain't here like that. But it's about changing the mindset around that. Like I was saying at the beginning of it, the change of perception, you know, looking about the people that you have around you, the things that you already have that are tangible, that you can feel, you know, and those are the caring connections. These are the things that truly matter, you know, and that makes having money and being where you want to be and content all the more sweeter when you've got friends and family and significant other to share it with, you know. So someone might be looking at big, you know what I mean? It might be a thing where it's a scratch card situation. It's like, you know what, it's my birthday, I'm going to do the lottery, I'm going to do a scratch card, I'm going to do da-da-da-da-da, boom, a little money. And then you have someone like, oh, let me have some of your women's. Oh, do you know what I mean? Or they just want to take it. You know what I mean? Or they're distracting, you know, someone distracting you, you know, chatting so much, like over talking so much. It's like they're taken from you without you being aware. It's like maybe you just swept away in it and before you spring on, it's like, well, you know, so I just gave away half, like, on my money without even clocking. I just got finessed. That kind of vibe. And like how, you know, we just come into the Libra season, yeah? It's all mental, you know, it's air sign, isn't it? So a lot of thoughts, you know, whether they be good or not, this is what we have to balance, you know, and also be in the scales as well. So it's all mental fortitude, how you think of yourself, communication, how you are communicating, how you're receiving and giving of love, you know, this harmony that we're trying to find within ourselves, you know. And just as a collective, not just talking to the Librans, but I'm just saying this energy that's going on as we're in this season, you know, with the fact that it's all about relationships and it's all about partnerships and it's beauty and it's, you know, it's love and it's indulgence and it's, you know, it's nurture and it's just that Venus energy, isn't it? So it's this, you know, but also very mindful, also very, you know, thoughts. And we have to really look about those things. So maybe this is in your head, maybe you feel, maybe it's that imposter syndrome, maybe you feel like I don't deserve all this love and accolades, you know, and it's a self-worth thing, and you feel like I don't deserve it. So almost like you might feel like you are the thief. Do I really deserve this accolade, this love? Because really, no, or whatever it could be. Do I deserve this money? You know that thing where it's like when people win the lottery, this idea of self-worth, that they end up just giving away the whole of their money to people, you know, because there is a subconscious thing. I don't need this much. I'm being greedy, you know, and I don't deserve it. You know, someone far less fortunate than myself can have that. And, you know what I mean? Start talking yourself out of all the good goods. You don't have time for all of that because we all deserve to have, you know, a state of, you know, a lifestyle that we desire, you know, a state of being that is peaceful and bliss and contented. You know, it doesn't have to just be a struggle thing because, well, I know I have to struggle, I've done it. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's see. This man holding coins, chatting about. Why is man holding coin? Okay. So man holding coin is about this energy around the world, number 21. The world is your oyster. You come full circle. You're looking at things differently. You're looking at this full 180 back, like, hold on. Looking from this perspective, I see things differently now. I'm about to travel. I'm about to live life. I'm about to jump off into this thing. You know, things are happening for me. Things are going to be happening for me. This is the planning. This is the intention setting. New moon vibe. You know, this energy. They already got into this whole reading's already just been on this vibe. You know, I'll still go in to see what other stuff pops up, but this is full rounded view. What I deserve, what I'm going for, what I'm going to shift out of this place so I can have this traveling. So possibly jet setting, folks. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here all the way for it. Taking a chance. Got the full card. Taking leaps of faith, stop being a shookhead. I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you. Divine likes to come and say things, you know, and I'm just like laughing to myself, like, I hear you loud and clear. Don't be a shookhead. Don't be worrying about what everybody else thinks. Jump and see what's going on. You will land. You get what I'm saying? You will. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a thing where you land and scuff a knee to a certain degree, you're going to live to tell the tale. You know, take the leaps of faith, invest in the things you want to invest in, spend, you know, that portion on yourself, invest in yourself, you know, whether it's like, you know, I want to do this treatment, you know, like myself, I want to do one of those colonic irrigation things. It's high time I do one of those again. So it's like, you know what I mean? I need to kind of put it in my mind to put aside for that. Do you know what I mean? Where it hasn't been up in the forefront. Now things are coming up in the forefront that I want to have. That's something I'll put a change aside for. Do you get what I mean? Those kind of things. Man holding coin energy. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. And I think this is probably linked to this thief card as well, feeling left out, feeling isolated. Maybe this is a physical person and they're feeling a little bit outside of themselves. They don't feel like they've been given enough attention. Maybe things aren't going to plan for them. So there could be a little bit of a red eye vibe, or again, like I was saying, this imposter vibe that's going on. You know, again, feeling like you're not worthy. You know, maybe you're only loved for your money if you are someone who's already got your coin like that. People only want to be around me for the good times. You know, and then when you're alone, there's no one to be seen. And that's what you've got to reckon with this 5 of Pentacles, you know, trying to reground yourself, find a state of balance in this material plane, but spend time enough for grounding and spiritual application. Yeah, there might be a lot of reflection coming up. We're still in the Mercury retrograde, so some stuff of, you know, self-worth, isolation, feeling left out, feeling maybe you feel like you've missed a wave. I should have jumped in on this crypto thing then. It's bust now. People are making a P. Oh, I went mad for that. Oh, I'm outside of it. Maybe all of your people them invested in you never. You know what I mean? And maybe this is a little pre-warning. If you've got a little vibe to do something, do it. Like I said, jump in. The world is your oyster. Live your life. Spend a little money. Speculate to accumulate. You know that way there. And then we've got Temperance. So again, balancing your emotions, balancing how you're viewing things, not allowing this fear and lack consciousness to mess with your vibe so much that you're vibrating too low to get the things that you want. It's about that balance, not allowing people to draw you out so far that you're not even in alignment with what it is that you want. We haven't got time for people. We're trying to balance our scales, and this is a Temperance there. You know, we don't want to go too far off the edge. We want to express ourselves clearly, and we want to communicate. This is a time for it. It's Libra season, time for communication, time for, you know, harmony and coming together, and, you know, that companionship and relationship, you know, relating with one another, you know, interacting and participating in love, you know. But yeah, allow what needs to come up, but there is elements of grounding. So possibly, like I said, this energy of, I'm going to do it. I feel like I'm going to do it. Fuck it, I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe. I like it. Let's see what's going on with this caring connections energy. We've got Queen of Swords. So again, mind, you know, another air sign card. So this energy, you know, again, and, you know, not allowing the yesteryear person, the hurt and scorns, you know, the one who's, when is this relationship coming? Because I've been dead it and not gone. There's my caring connection. It's on the way. You know, it's clearing. And I think this is what it's talking about. There is a little bit more to clear. There are things that need to be cut out of your daily routines, the things you say, you know, the shows that you ingest, the music that you listen to, the things that you say to yourself, you know, your thoughts, the way you move, the way you do things. There was a shift in perception taking place, and some of it, you're going to have to take that sword and chop it off people, places, and things. And it might be very well that you love them. It's one of your caring connection people. You know what I mean? Or it's a place that you go and you frequent, and you just need to be out of that energy because it's not in alignment with you being caring for yourself or anybody else for that matter. Let's see what else is going on, you know. And maybe within this caring connection, there's going to be some real talk, real talk, and it might get really sticky, you know, because it's like the truth, isn't it? Truth cracks like a knife. So maybe you might need to have some real in-depth conversations or real hard-hitting conversations that you may feel quite bad mind for saying certain things, but maybe it's necessary to have that kind of communication right about now. You know, look at that, the devil card. So this energy of maybe, like again, I feel like a lot of it's in the mind. We've got perceptions to shift. We've got the notion of self to be elevated. We need to make peace with certain parts of ourselves. We need to understand that yin yang. We can't have the light without the dark. We need to integrate, you know, what's there and not deny who we are, but rather step into that and utilize the energy that we've been given, because why? This is a vibe. With this energy, with the devil, it's like your self-imposed limitations. It's listening to others, it's being influenced, it's the things, like I was saying, the things that you're ingesting. Look at how this person's being played like a puppet, holding their head. There's too much thoughts, too much is going on. I can only see the darkness, I can only see things that could possibly go wrong. How can I be excited about this thing? Like I said at the beginning, I don't want to get gassed. I don't want to get excited about this connection. What if it ain't real? What if this? What if that? Oh my gosh, you remember the last time? I can't go through that. I can't manage. I was made to manage. All of the things. So I would say it's definitely about reestablishing your desires, reestablishing your dreams. You know, we've got the moon here. So reestablishing your dreams, looking at that, you know, becoming a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more light-hearted, but also very intentional. You know, the moon talks about our emotions. It talks about wearing our heart on our sleeve sometimes. It talks about the dreams and our desires. And, you know, sometimes that naivete in us, you know, but then we also have the Fool card. So it's about definitely, and look at this, immersing yourself in this, being in the water, in the emotion, sitting in it, recognizing it, allowing it to be what it is. Experience what you need to experience. You know, allow the light to shine on you, allow things to be illuminated in the darkness. You will find your way. Light will be there at the end of the tunnel. Let's see what's going on with this sudden wealth. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go straight into the reading. It's all one. I feel like that's what's happening here. And let's see what's going on with this Angels of Abundance. Sudden wealth. Sudden wealth. To be considered. What is being considered in this time, this reading? We're talking about things that could happen over the weekend, the next couple of months, for everyone. You know, definitely be different for everyone. All right, sudden wealth. So they want you to vibrate on the energy of the power of prayer. Never underestimate the power of prayer. Them affirming words, that space of gratitude, the attitude of gratitude, where you're like, look at what I have, look at the people I have around me, look at the great love that I have. And then translate that energy and that love and that excitement and that zeal into dreaming, speaking in that fifth dimension place, talking it, So let's see what it says. Well, so the power of prayer. So it says, give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. So you see, all of the answers, all of the things that you want can be known, will be known when you just come to the Most High in prayer. When you speak to the universe, tell them what it is that you want. Speak to your guides. And then, like it said, the answers, the love, the abundance is already on its way when you speak it, when you vibrate on it, when you imagine it, when you're dreaming it, when you're living it. You know? So again, this energy of the power of prayer. We're talking about our Sun and Wealth business. So if it's a quick things, just know that you just have to be, what's the word for it? Do things in earnest and be intentional and real, you know. So, and then we've got abundance mindset. See? Goes back around to it. Like this. Man holding crying. So we've got abundance mindset. That says, if you think your abundance is something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. Wow. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and this is what you will experience. You know, like when you just say something and the card just comes up and just says what you say. Like, I love them, but you can't make these shit up. You can't make it up. You know, so this is the energy, folks. Swapping of the mindset, changing of perception, you know, and being in this season, it definitely isn't no easy feat because airtime. So it's all about the mind, you know, as well as affairs of the heart, you know, so it's a whole balance thing. So, but take it easy, be gentle with yourself. Let's see what this thief is going on with. This thief. Is it our perceptions? It's us doing up the most. I think to a certain degree it's, let's see what other stuff comes up if this is a particular person we need to be pretty clear up. Strength. So possibly so I feel like this could be happening to somebody who is a Leo. I don't feel like the Leo is the thief. I feel like this is the Leo. This is the distraction, and that's the thief. So there's something going on that maybe you're not fully aware of because you're paying attention to this person, maybe your significant other or a friend, whatever. Someone's keeping you occupied while somebody is taking from your energy, your time, your resources, you know, maybe over outstaying their welcome, taking your resources, running out your gas and electric and your water, eating off your food, not putting no money in the tank, but driving around. You know, like that. Ooh. It could be that kind of vibe, but I mean, similarly, it could be the Leo who's doing up the stuff. But I feel like the Leo, the message is strength. You know, hold fast. Things are not always going to be like that, but you're going to need the strength to talk. You have to come in like this Queen of Swords energy and talk with the sharp tongue and be honest, be real, be clear, concise, chop certain shit out. You know what I mean? Ooh. Yeah, possibly. See what else comes up. See if there's anything else. Why speed here? Yeah, man, Leos. Don't let them drain off your resources because you've got a big heart and you're someone who puts aside for a rainy day, so you don't even really pre money like that. You know, because yeah, see, things can blow up in your face. The tower, something's about to bust away. I think conversations about to happen, or they're about to do something. Something's gonna bust. I think something. When we talk about the tower, it's about things falling down, breaking down, obstacles. It could be relationship breakdown. It could be leaving a job, being fired from a job, new career, new mindset. I don't believe that anymore. That's outdated. What that was true for me once, it ain't true for me now. You know, it allows things to be moved out of the way so you can see clearly. You know, there's this whole vibration around, yeah, I can see clearly now. All the clouds are gone, all that the I saw, that big building, the obstacles ain't in my way. I can see. And you've been taking liberties. You've been taken from me. You've been draining my resources. You've been keeping me distracted, so I'm not paying attention to what I'm paying attention to, and you're taking a piss. Let's see. What else has come up here? Yeah, so I think everybody's reviewing where people kind of stay in their lives. Who is the robbers of energy, resources, time? You know, maybe it's going to come to a head, maybe big communication, possibly come to blows, arms out. We've got the Page of Swords, so another Swords energy again. And this energy is like starting something new. Maybe this is a start in a new, you know, that project that you was going to do. Maybe you spoke about it. Maybe someone's kind of taken your idea, kind of run with it, but it's not quite how you was going to do it. So you've gone back to the drawing board. You started to look at the books. You started to do research. You started to say, what am I going to do differently? How am I going to stand out from the crowd? Because I'm starting again now that I've got an opportunity to start again, with this relationship gone, with this job gone, with this block, distractions, with that shit gone. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? So research, getting yourself together, seeing that at once, taking opportunities, but passionately. I'm ready for this. I've been holding back myself by allowing people to, I've been allowing myself to put people ahead of me. I've been overgiving. Do you get what I mean? I need to kind of draw back a little bit. I need to balance my ish. But I'm moving. Yeah, wands, passionate movement, fire energy again, movements. You know? So I feel like this Leo person possibly doesn't have to be a Leo, but a fire sign energy. And then look at that. Yeah, because we're getting over stuff. Yeah, man, theft. There was a huge theft going on. You know, Three of Swords talks about betrayal, heartbreaks, disappointments. And this is obviously how you feel, or how you will feel, or how you felt in the past. And maybe this is what's plaguing the mind. This all the shit that happened. This is why I'm not so trusting again. This is why I'm a little bit of a pessimist now. Because I've been heartbroken in the past. Ain't been no easy feat. Ooh. Very, very interesting, to say the least. Ooh. Let's get some advice for this section of the reading before I get an overall vibration for the new moon reflection regarding love as well. This is already talking about some relationships. I may shorten it, there's been a lot come out in this reading. I had my intentions to do it and it's just come out the way it needs to come out. Thankful when it does that. This particular section of the reading. Perhaps you have or considerations or words of encouragement. Get through this weekend. Let's see. So, number 42, Otter Spirit, you are never alone. Even if you're sitting physically in a house alone, you are never alone. You have a spirit team around you. You got some ancestors and some spirit guides in the Most High who don't play about you. You ain't never alone. You know, even when you choose to be physically, you know. So you ain't never alone. Number 47, Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely. Don't fall down the rabbit hole. Try your best. I'm talking to myself, you know. I'm talking to myself like I'm talking to you. Use your mind wisely. Try your best. It's a balance game. Because we've got things coming up. This Mercury retrograde has brought up so much shit from the past that I thought was laid and done out. And it's just come up and be like, yeah, I'm not really finished with you. You kind of swept that part under the carpet. You did that bit, but you didn't do this bit. You know, and I've got to really pay close attention to the gratitude, the things that I'm really grateful for. That's the change in perception. I don't need to worry about all of the possible outcomes that could be shitty or difficult. Just need to focus on what I have and my desired outcome. That's the vibration, folks. And then number 17, Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. So you ain't doing this alone. Co-create with Spirit. And as I said, I listen to you. Universe is waiting to hear your prayer. Did you not hear the power of prayers? Co-create with Spirit. Put out the intention. Start imagining it. Talk it. Tell the universe what it is that you're after. Speak it, affirm it, live it. Write it down, sing it. Dance in it. Lean with it. Rock with it. Anyway, do you get what I'm saying? Co-create. This is not all the heavy lifting isn't yours. Sometimes we can just be like, this is long. I'm going to have to do this, this, and this. And some other times, if we didn't think of everything we had to do as a chore, we would realize that we would be saying, I have support with this. The right people come to support me with that. Talk it, people. Co-create with Spirit. I love that. Big up yourselves. Listen, have yourself a wonderful weekend. That's the weekend portion. Obviously, that's timeless. For the YouTube folks, do a little timestamp thing. It's going to be too long for Insta. It's to be long like that, but. Just want an overall reflection. This new moon in Libra. What are the considerations? And I'm using the Monology Manifestation deck. Let's see. what are the reflections before we close out? What are we to be focusing on? It's like support with getting things in order, and we're setting our intentions, getting our house in order, organizing. So we have New Moon in Taurus, know your worth. Know your worth. So definitely we need to look at that. That came up in the body of the message of the weekend reading. Knowing your worth, having to deal with that coming up as a theme, the things that go on in the mind. So we definitely have to spend some time on ourselves, going over who we are again, getting reacquainted with self, remembering the divinity, testing your divinity, feeling it, get into some breath work, get into some meditations, get into some quiet time, get into some dance, get into that creative space, get into some sexy time with yourself or others. But it's about redefining who you are again. And this is a perfect time in which to do it. Take your time, there is no rush. But I love the fact that this is the reflection. We need to know our worth. Okay. Then we have last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Yeah, I'm saying that the old news be the old news. That people's upset be people's upset. That people's opinions be people's opinions. It's not your business. People can have their opinions. I've got to say that to myself on a regular basis. It's not your business, Empress. It's not your business, Charlene. It's not your business. Lighten up, live life. You know what I'm saying? Think about the fruits that's around you right now. You get to bite into each day and they're juicy. You know what I'm saying? People, places, and things. It's juicy. It's delicious. Life is sweet, you know. When we take stock of those things. So yes, lighten up, enjoy yourself, like the weekend reading portion, early part of this reading. Definitely start thinking about utilizing some of the peas that you have to do things that you enjoy. Don't be crabby to yourself. I know there's this cost of living situation going on and everyone talking about tightening up their belts and this and that. That's all well and good. But we're not affirming that we're going to be stressing out. We're not affirming that we're going to be stressed. Yes, prepare. That's what I was talking about with the man holding coin. Knowing where you're putting things, reviewing. So review, but don't be so heavy, and don't restrict yourself so much so that you're not enjoying it, that all your money is going to is just these bills. But to see where your money's going, whether you're going to be going on a holiday, whether you're going to go and do date night, where you're going to be linking up with a girl, linking up with a guy, linking up with a people, them, living, not just surviving, thriving in the midst of the madness. That's what we're called to do in this time. So that's the vibration, that's the reflection. So again, know your worth, lighten up. So we've got full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Let your fears dissolve. Yeah, let your fears dissolve. Don't let it eat you up. I know it's easier said than done. I was being eaten up by fears just a day ago. Just on some. Is that what I really want to do? I'm enjoying it. There's things on the shift. But there are decisions I still have to make. And there's still sacrifices I'm still willing to make for now. But I've got to dissolve them fears of, oh my gosh, what if I just let work be everything and I don't ever do the things I really want to do? And then I'm called the very next day to do a reading. No, because that's not how it's meant to be. It's a balance game. I'm a Libra, so I'm all up in here more time. So dissolve them fears, write it down, get it down to the crux of the why, the why, the why. But why though? Why am I fearful that I'll end up just working for somebody else and not fully putting everything into my business, Vibrant Goddess, Empress Vibrant, and her oracle readings? You get me? Her Reiki, her meditations. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I know that this is my true calling. What I do as a vocation is a part of the hard work. It's all a part of why I'm here. But I'm fearful that I won't do that. Why are you fearful that? Why do you think this is, you know what I mean? Why do you feel like, you know, just keep whying until you come to the crux of it. But let's break it down, write it out, journal, review, observe, you know, yeah. And then lastly, we have last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. Reveal what needs to be seen. So there are things within you, there are secrets you are holding, there are talents, there are skills, there are abilities, there are things that are not being seen that needs to be seen. Reveal who you are. Stop holding it back. Don't be worried about who can't manage. Who can't manage, who can't take the heat, can little tight kitchen. Yeah? It's not about squeezing ourselves down for anybody else. Reveal to yourself who you are, redefine who you are, reconnect with your womb. For the ladies, reconnect with yourself, your higher self, reconnect with who you really are, which is the soul, the spirit within this flesh suit. You know, reveal who you truly are, which is divine. You know, very lastly, let's get some affirmation closing for this spread. Four votes, that's a lot of cards. Oh, I'm trying to do all of those. You don't want quite so many. Can we make it a little bit more streamlined and plain? Please, and thanks. It's less, but it's still more. But it's not there. Lots to read anyway. So we have energy protection affirmation. I know this is definitely going to hit right for certain people who are going through some stuff right now. Energy protection affirmation. My body is surrounded by a golden bubble, the color of honey, shimmering and luminous. This bubble offers me protection so that only energies that serve my highest purpose can get in. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Again, my body is surrounded by a golden bubble, the light of my body is surrounded by a golden bubble of light, the color of honey, shimmering and luminous. This bubble offers me protection so that only energies that serve my highest purpose can get in. Yeah, man, showing me. Fifth chakra energy affirmation, throat. I am able to speak and hear truth. Word. I am able to speak and hear truth. Okay. That one definitely hit me there. Great love affirmation. I know that love is the answer to all my doubts and questions. This is the essence of bhakti. I live in devotion. Love affirmation. I know that love is the answer to all my doubts and questions. This is the essence of bhakti. I live in devotion. And then very lastly, in closing, If you made it to the end, give thanks, big up yourself. Last one, letting go affirmation. Yeah, letting go of some perceptions, people, places, and things. Some shifts going on. We had the devil card in here, you know. So it says, my exhale is longer than my inhale. And as I extend my exhalation, I let go of tension and gripping. Oh, lovely. So definitely into this breath. So yeah, so my exhale is longer than my inhale. And as I extend my exhalation, I let go of tension and gripping. Yeah, man. Big up for the reflection. Oh, amen. I love that. Give thanks and praises. Guys, like, share, subscribe, and comment if you're on the YouTube. Like up this video, share on Insta. Might even post it on the Facebook. We'll see. But anyway, nothing but love. Big up yourselves. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. And to catch Daryl and I for our weekly forecast, which should be on Sunday at 11 a.m. live on Patreon. Click the links in the bio and the description box to head down there to the Patreon live to get a full breakdown advice. And we chop it up, come and get down and have some wonderful, stimulating conversation, reflection, you know, with some beautiful energies. Look forward to seeing you. Much love. And take care in a year. Blessings.